Hey there, Oz Adventure crew! Today we have a special video for you guys, something else than what we're used to. We are doing a knife unboxing and sort of first impressions. I started to look around for a knife again. As you know, we do a lot of outdoor stuff. We like camping, we do off-roading, we're out with the RC cars and stuff like that. So it's always handy to have a tool with you. And a knife is an awesome tool. So I started looking around, started watching some videos again on the whole knife industry and where are we at, what's happening, what's new. And I heard a lot about, all the rage about the CPM Magnacut steel and all the properties, which I thought, wow, that sounds really, really good for a pocket knife. Started to look around. And I like light knives. I like knives that you can, easily slip in the pocket, and it's not like weighing your pants down or anything like that. So I decided on the Hogue Deka, to be precise. And I got myself a Hogue Deka in CPM Magnacut. It is a 3¼ inch Wharncliffe blade, tumbled with a black polymer handle. That's the one I went for. So let's quickly have a look what's in the box. We have got all kinds of stuff in there. So we've got a Hogue Knives sticker. We've got a little booklet. They do have a lifetime limited warranty. So if you are the owner and something goes wrong with fabrication or just the materials, you can at that point send it back and they will set you up with a new knife or fix the issue. It has a nice little nylon baggie here with a little cord that you can hang it on something. And of course, the knife itself. It feels good. It's the first time I'm looking at this knife. First things I can see is a deep carry pocket clip, which I like a lot. It seems to be a little bit thicker than, let's say, the Benchmade bug out. So we'll do a little comparison in a minute. I'll grab the bug out. The blade looks like it's a sort of a faceted blade with all kinds of different things on it. I love the crossbar lock that they've also put on there and the little details that they've put on the pivot, and it actually comes back in the thumb stud, sort of the same little design on all three of them. I hope you guys can see that there. So let's quickly have a look. It opens nicely, so it's running really well. It does have a little bit of lock stick when you want to close it, but that could be because it's new. Usually they just have to wear in a little bit. It does the reverse flick well, thumb flick well, and let's see, maybe we can do a little wrist flick also. So looking really good. If you have one of these knives, maybe a different edition, let me know what you think of it, because I am just quickly unboxing it and doing a first impressions now. We'll be back on the channel later with a review of this knife after I've been able to EDC it for a while. Let's do a quick comparison. So we'll drop this one here and then we'll compare it to the Benchmade bug out. Let's get that lined up nicely, and you see it's almost exactly as long, and the Spyderco PM2, which is a much more sizable knife. I mean, you can see the camera is in a little bit of an angle here, so the closest knife always looks a little bit bigger, but there is almost no difference between the top two, between the bug out and the Hogue Deka and the Spyderco PM2. Just a bigger knife. All right. That said, let's do some measurements to see what we're actually talking about here. Yeah, 19 centimeters in total, 11 centimeter grip, and we've got the actual blade coming in at a little over 8 centimeters, let's say 8.5 on the blade, and the cutting edge an exact 8 centimeters. So really nice measurements there. Let's see, if we grab it like this, it's sort of on the pivot, it's balanced, but of course you got the plastic scales, so it'll be a little bit in front of where you would put your finger, but still, when I have the knife in my hand, it's a good 4-finger grip. Jimping is in a very nice place, which I do like a lot. The hardware is a little bit catchy, so if I use the pivot lock, it sort of digs into the finger a little bit. It feels a little bit rough. as opposed to the Benchmade Bug Out, which, you know, just feels a little bit more rounded off on both the pivot lock or the crossbar lock, sorry, and the thumb studs. So that is a little bit of a difference. On the other hand, I do think the ergonomics here feel a little bit better, because here you have, of course, this little spot where you can actually drop your finger, and for the other 4 fingers, so it is a good 4-finger grip. Yeah, feeling really nice. I am wondering what I'm gonna think of the actual Wharncliffe knife, the actual blade itself, because I've never actually used one of these. So, you know, is it going to be good to use? Am I not going to like it and actually be more a drop point kind of guy? No idea. New territory for me. So we're going to find out when I come back with the actual review. But up to now, I am happy with the purchase, and, you know, can't wait to really start using this. I don't know if I've said already, we have a deep carry pocket clip. It's set up for tip up right-handed people at the moment, but you can reverse the pocket clip, put it on the other side for the lefties out there, which I love, because, you know, it's always cool if everyone can buy a knife and then just switch around the pocket clip to make sure it really works for you. All right, let's see. Is it sharp? I did have a quick look at it a second ago. I see no edge problems, so it looks really good. Blade on both sides, just as wide, so I think it has been manufactured really nicely as well. Let's just see if I have a little piece of paper here. Here we go. So let's just have a quick look and see. Yeah, well, enough said. That just cuts like butter. So really happy with this one. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments. I mean, if you're using this knife, what do you think of it? What do you think of Magnacut? If you're actually using a Magnacut knife, just drop your comment and we'll get back to you immediately. Some announcements coming up, because we have special stuff happening. We actually have here a Knuff's limited edition. So this is going to be a really cool knife. Knuff's Knives has collaborated with Knives and Tools here in the Netherlands, and Knives and Tools is sort of like the Blade HQ for the Netherlands. So really big, well-known, good reputation knife brand distributor here in the Netherlands. And they have actually come up with an anniversary knife for Knives and Tools. So this is a really, really cool knife. And all you Dutchies out there, you are gonna really love this one. They got very, very creative with it. Also, next Friday, we're back to the normal programming. So this time we just popped in with a little bit of a knife review. Next Friday, what happened before Mammut. So you're going to see, if you haven't seen the videos yet, go back. Not too long ago, we dropped 3 videos, day 1, 2, 3 of our visit to Mammut off-road park in Germany. And it was awesome. It was really hardcore, and it was, you know, actually the off-roading that we really want to be doing, and we got a chance to do it there. So go check that out, because you're not going to regret it. They are a very cool watch. But before that, we went to France, and with another group of dudes, we did a lot of off-roading there as well, at sort of an off-grid type of campsite with really cool owners that have friends come over every year to just enjoy the land and do off-roading in their enormous piece of nature there in France. So stay tuned for that video. Like this video if you're not subscribed yet. I mean, 70% of you guys are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And make sure to share the video with your mom. Catch you later.